Stay here for this 5 minutes.
What's up, everybody? It is time for another episode of Get Technical.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Welcome into the open where we get technical. You should have investments in long-term growth. Hey everyone, this is Get Technical. I'm Neil. Thanks for everyone for bearing with us with this new show format. I've got a new, yep, that's the new angle we're going to be using. Everyone say hi to Hot Stocks Luke.
Hey guys.
He's a grown adult. Luke, what's hot today? What stocks are you looking at?
Leslie's, baby, run into the moon.
And why is Tesla going down? We're getting that one right away.
Bad earnings, dude. Supply chain difficulties. Remember, we all thought all the automakers they had supply chain issues. We thought Tesla was going to be the one that didn't. Nope, they had it too.
All right, what other questions do we have for our special guest, Hot Stocks Luke? Bio Noob. Hola, Stocks Caliente Luke. Muy bien.
Dude, the music is awesome. Do you do this every day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a big shout out actually to I think the I forgot the person's name on Twitter. It's like Down Bad or like Broke as a Joke or something. For giving me this playlist, royalty free. This is made by what's his name? T-Pain. This is T-Pain. 4 streamers.
Hell yes, I love it.
Okay, so Luke, while we have you, Luke, lots of people are wondering, what's your favorite energy drink?
Bang Energy for sure.
Really, Bang Energy.
Short
and why is that?
CELH short the stock.
Okay, so we're going short Celsius. Good stuff.
Yep.
We only got 290. Okay, 310. I think we'll get the show going.
Video, guys.
Definitely smash the like.
I'm just a carryover, a drifter. Happy trading, everyone.
Go.
I'm trying, Neil. It's not that easy.
Hey guys, welcome to the new Get Technical. Supposed to start at 1 p.m. Seriously sorry to any of you that were waiting around. We go after Jason Raznick, the chief zinger at I think the company's called Benzinga. Some of you might know him. At any rate, he does like to go on and on. He gets real close to the microphone and talks about his picks. And we like him for that. We love him for that. And Twitch is definitely here. Twitch is here. They are sending me pictures of emojis of Greek. So cool. All right, let's look at some stocks while we still got some time before a very special guest comes on to teach us about some stocks and technical analysis. Sylvia Bellrock. Bloviation. I just want to give you a pick real quick. I like Pinterest. Easy. Done. End of story. That's all there is to it. I think Pins is gonna go. Why do I think that? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's erase everything. Look at Pinterest right now. Let me get some moving averages on here. Boop. This stock breaks above the 20-day moving average. We are looking at the resolution of a cup and handle pattern with a lot of move to go. The lines that I have up right now are traditional pivot lines. So nothing special. This is, if you turn on your charting tool, regular old pivot lines. These are the standard ones with Trading View. Bio Noob, that's awesome. And don't you ever call yourself that. You're not a basic B to me. You're a complex B. So let's do the thing. Why is this a cup with handle? Arc tool, where are you? We ended our upward trend and then entered a downward trend, created a left cup or a pivot point at this high. We entered a period of selling off and then started to regain some price value. We started going up. During that period down here on the volume, we can see that it dried up and then started to pick back up as we started to come back up. Our left cup, or our right cup, there on the high before our serious decline. Drawing out our handle. Do the best that we can to make it before we started to pivot back upward. We can see that there are a couple things going on here. Number one with cup with handle. Very nice for Fibonacci. Grab your Fibonacci tool. Anchor it at the right cup and the lowest, the swing low on your handle. Pins closes above the 20-day moving average. I'm going for a 10% trade. If it breaks above 85, I'm piling in. And looking for $100 is my price target for pins. Voodoo, did I? Yeah, earnings today. We shall see after earnings. That's what I was saying, Ramon. So earnings are today for pins. I'm not going to enter until it breaks above the 20-day. So that would be tomorrow. What was the question? Did I water my plant? No, I didn't. I like that plant because I only have to water it like once a month, maximum. So anyways, there's pins. That's all I have time for. And now I would like to bring on a very special guest. Her name is Sylvia. Producer AB, let's bring Sylvia onto the show.
Hi, Niels. Nice to see you. How are you doing, Neil?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm doing good. Thank you. I'm looking at Pinterest too. I like this stock. I traded it a couple of times, by the way.
Great. Did you trade it? Did you trade it today or previously?
No, previously, recently, actually, before this recent drop happened. Let me open this up real quick and see where it is. I traded it and then I closed it because I saw this reversal candle, and it was a good idea. After that, it turned down and went lower. So,
Can you? Yeah, when you pull it up, when you get your chart up, can you describe to people what you mean by the reversal candle?
And I'm going to share also with you why I like it. It's not only about the chart. I like it also because of some of the fundamentals. And I'm gonna see the screen.
Yep, there we go. We got it.
Okay, very good. So I entered, I think it was, I'm not pretty sure if it was here or here. So it's a while ago. And then it went higher. And, I was thinking, especially in this kind of market, I don't want to hold too long. I don't want to overstay those stocks. It's pretty volatile. Everything goes upside down. And so I saw this kind of a slowing. Every time you see this kind of a slowing and reversal candle, it's kind of a warning signal you should be aware of. And I'm also trying to take in consideration, where are we currently at the chart, first of all. So we are around resistance. Of course, we didn't reach the exact resistance, but we pretty much reached we were almost there. What is it? 87. And so I decided, you know what? It's around 87 here, and it has very soon earnings. I don't want to risk something and start, I don't want this thing to start going down and I am stuck in it before earnings. We see here earnings are upcoming. I think it is tonight. Let me see. You have here very beautiful calendar or very beautiful chart.
Wow, where'd you get that?
Yes, today. So today I'm looking at those earnings. And I think, even when I'm in a stock and I'm already in profits in this stock, and when I see they have earnings soon, I want to lock in some of the profits because I don't want to end up in a situation where, like this, where it comes back down and now you don't know what to do because earnings are upcoming. And the problem with that is sometimes, even though they might beat the expectations, they might have very outstanding earnings and come up with some great forecast, but you just don't know the reaction of the investors or of the traders. And a lot of times what I have seen is stocks like AMD or Qualcomm, for example, which are beating expectations. And instead of those stocks to go higher, they just gap down and the selling continues for a couple of days, and something we cannot understand. But that's why it's important to take profits, or if I'm not in this trade personally, I would try to wait this out, stay out of it, and then decide if I'm going to enter after the earnings are out. And for now, I'm looking here at some fundamental facts. I like this stock because it is a very nice growth stock. It has earnings per share which are growing by 96.30% over the past year, and the earnings per share is expected to grow by 629%. So this is, of course, huge expectation. We don't know if this is going to happen, but they have pretty much some nice growth expectation and some nice growth potential overall. That's why I like this stock a lot. So my plan is for, going into the earnings tonight, if we end up still here above this 62 area, which is a very nice support area, as we can see, it was here a previous test once, twice, 3 times actually. So if we end up still above this 62 support, I'm going to look for some entry. And of course, I'm going to wait out maybe, a couple of days. I don't want to jump right into this after the earnings, because sometimes the reaction might lag a little bit, and after that we might see more volatility in the next days. So I would like to wait it out a couple of days before I enter. But very good stock, Pins. I like it.
So yeah, really good points about earnings. And guys, if you use TradingView, which is, Sylvia, you're using your brokerage, right? That's not like a special charting tool.
This is from my brokerage, yes. Or you mean this one? Do you mean this here?
Yeah, what's the tool that you're using?
Oh, this tool is called, I find it, that's actually very, very nice tool. Miracle Pen or something. This is a separate tool. This is not from the brokerage. Let me find the name of this.
Wait, is that an ad? So I was asking about the brokerage, but so that's a tool that's on your desktop, isn't it?
Yes, you can install it or deinstall it or whatever, and you can use it. It's really cool because you can draw whatever you're looking at with those lines here, and you can draw it on the chart and see where it is. So the brokerage is different, and I have the charting on this brokerage, but this is a different tool which I use just for drawing to point some important support and resistance areas.
Got it. So you touched on something that I still have a question about. You said there was a reversal candle, and I think you were talking about April 14.
Yeah, this was April 14, exactly this one. Yeah.
Can you zoom in and describe what you mean by a reversal candle?
Yes, sure. So reversal candle is when we have, so basically a candle has a body and wicks, which is in this case, if you look at this particular candle here, which is the reversal candle, it has wicks on the upside and on the downside. And this is the lowest of the candle, and this is the highest of the candle. So at some point, the price went here higher. It reached this, highest level. And then bulls stepped in and started to sell or, short sell. We don't know this, but started pushing the price lower, and the price closed here at this level, which is 48.76, and this is our reversal candle. So it normally looks like this. So I can draw it real quick. It can be doji. This is called also doji candle. This means that one part bulls or bears are taking control, and it has a huge wick and small body like this, for example. And especially if it is around support or resistance areas, this is a very important area for me to look for some buying opportunities or selling opportunities. In this case, I normally don't short a lot. 95% I'm long, so I'm not a short seller. But if I see something like that around resistance, this is for me a very clear sign that bears are stepping in, and like the name is already saying that it's reversal candle, so reversal might happen. And especially after the next day, if we see that the price opens lower, or the next 2 days, in this case it was here, the bears are pushing the price lower, this is a clear signal for me I have to get out of this stock. Otherwise it might go lower, and I don't want to end up giving back all of my unrealized profits. So I use those reversal candles. If I'm, for example, long and I see that, I'm trying to cover my position or close my position before earnings, especially. It's very important. And it basically means, in this case, bulls are too weak, so we have more sellers here. The sellers are stepping in, pushing the price lower, and it closes lower, and we have huge wick here. And in the other case, we have here a nice doji candle, which can be also a reversal candle. The opposite will be a green candle, where we have a huge wick as well on the downside, and small body here, it will be in green. And then this will mean the exact opposite. The price was at some point at a low point, and bulls stepped in, bought this price back up, and it closed high. This means we see here reversal, and we might see reversal in the price. So especially if you look at this this part here, after a bunch of green candles and reaching some kind of a resistance area, it's very likely, or the probability increases, that this chart might reverse there. And if you see a candle like that, like I mentioned, this is a very clear sign that we might see some kind of a reversal or trend change, direction change.
Okay, so thank you for the in-depth look at that, and I just want to address the message that's on screen in all caps. Smash the like, Sylvia. Is it producer AB? Are you telling Sylvia to hit the like button on the YouTube stream that she's currently on? Producer AB.
Should
okay.
Should I or what? I didn't get.
If you haven't smashed the like, I guess you have to now.
Oh, I will for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it, and you guys should too. Be like Sylvia. Everyone give a big one in the chat for producer AB for proofreading. All right. So what else are you looking at right now, Sylvia? Oh, I have a question for you. I'm looking at SPY and thinking that we're gonna blow off some steam. And
yeah,
get
I'm
like
looking
a,
at this too, yeah.
What?
I'm looking at the market too, and I'm starting to get nervous here.
Yeah. Okay. So I think there's a small correction on the horizon.
It looks like it is. Let's check out SPY and the Qs maybe. Well, SPY doesn't look too bad though, but the Qs, which is the Nasdaq, it looks a little bit different. So SPY, of course, after this bunch of green candles straight up, I still think we might see some kind of a correction. I definitely don't want to buy here. I'm using the RSI, and this shows me that we're in a very overextended levels for some period of time already. So now it's like almost a month, and I don't want to mess with it and end up buying here at highs, chasing highs, and then what will happen? It might just when it corrects, then you're ending up here in a losing position. So this is nothing we want to do, as you probably agree. And on the 4-hour chart, it's losing momentum. You see, it came here back down, tried to go higher, sold off, tried again, but it cannot push higher somehow. It's losing momentum. I'm looking at those, but like I mentioned, I'm just watching it overall. I don't think we're going to see some kind of a crash, but maybe some small correction.
Yeah. So both scary words, but correction is a lot less scary than crash.
Yeah, correction is no one wants to, everyone is praying always for, give me a pullback. I want a pullback to buy everything. And when the pullback happens, everyone is scared to buy. Don't you think so?
Yeah, I agree. So something new that I've been trying, and I know that you only use mental stop losses because you're smarter than me. I can't keep up with it. Well, at least you have a better memory than I do.
With mental stop losses or what?
Mental stop losses, yeah.
Yeah.
If I say, I'll set a mental stop loss, I'll get out of it if it drops like 4%. Risky trade, I'll do maybe 3%. It'll drop 10%, and I'll find out about it like 2 days later. I am human. So what I've been trying lately is 3% stop losses on some of my more aggressive trades. And it's actually been working out pretty well for me. But the reason I'm mentioning that is for folks that have a hard time with their longer term positions, if they're growth stocks or if they're like these index ETFs, keep a trailing stop loss. It helps you sleep a lot better at night.
Yes, that is true. I agree with you. And I'm experiencing this with some traders who I know, and it is really a personal thing. So everyone is different. It's a very good topic, actually. Here, what you're talking about, those mental stop losses. So they're always advantages and disadvantages in everything in general. And when it comes to stop losses, mental stop losses can help you not to get stopped out, and then the stock continues in your direction, and then you got stopped out only for $1 or $2, and after that the stock goes in your direction, and after 2 weeks you're seeing it going without you, making new highs, and you're just not involved anymore. And then you start to get angry about this, and maybe start to have a FOMO, which is fear of missing out, start chasing stocks and start doing some weird stuff, which we shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And so that might help you. And especially, for example, I would never use stop loss on something like Apple or some of those big caps, which I really like on the long run, also for investments. I don't want to get out if I like the company in general and I would like to hold it for some longer period of time. The problem, though, is that you really need a huge discipline, and especially when it comes to trading. If you're a beginner trader, I know a lot of people are starting right now trading. It is very hard to to just close the trade. A lot of people are not closing the trade when it goes into the negative. They don't know what to do when it reaches the stop loss, or it goes much lower than the stop loss. And then all of a sudden you end up with, instead of a small loss, you end up with a huge loss and don't know what to do. So there are advantages and disadvantages, like I mentioned, and some people just sleep well when they know they're protected with those stocks. They know they can do other activities throughout the day, and they don't have to look at the chart and see, is my mental stop reached, or what should I do, or if it's reached, close it because I don't want to accept this loss. So everyone is different, and for me personally it works better, but for other people I have seen it doesn't work at all because they are just not disciplined to do that,
Very true. And on the flip side, I did just get called out because Souza, did I mention this? As one of our viewers pointed out, that I did get stopped out of a trade on X, United States Steel Corp, that would have been really good. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. X is actually a very nice one. I like it. Well, yeah, it always goes in both ways. You like I said, if you like the stock in overall for a longer period of time to hold it, I think this is a good thing to just skip the stop losses. And I would personally, that's how I do it. Add on corrections and try to keep the position for a long period. But if it's a stock which I don't know, of course, the fundamentals, if it's a Chinese stock which I'm afraid of trading, then I would definitely either use stop losses or lower my size to be more flexible if it starts to go against me.
Yeah, and Souza, I see you. I think it's setting up for another entry, so I will have my day in the sun with X once again. So Sylvia Bellrock, thank you so much for being with us. Where can folks continue learning with you?
Thank you so much, Neil, too. It was, of course, a pleasure to talk to you and spend some time here with your viewers and our viewers, of course, as well. It's always a pleasure to exchange our knowledge and different stock ideas.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. So guys, follow Sylvia Bellrock. You got the link in chat. Check it out. Sylvia, I think I'm going to sign up so I can learn to trade a lot more like you do, because I'm starting to feel kind of plateaued. So I'd love to shake things up and learn something new.
Very good. Thank you so much, Neil. And thank you so much, guys, for joining and watching. And I'm looking forward to see you next time.
Great. All right. Thanks, Sylvia. All right, guys. That was Sylvia Bellrock. Did you guys catch her at the boot camp? Let me get the tunes going again. Only got a little bit of time left. Did you guys catch Sylvia at the boot camp? Give me a 1 in chat if you went to the boot camp. It was good. Earnings for X are coming up. So what I have open right here, yeah, this is my consternation over this darn stock, Souza. I know I got stopped out. Sometimes that happens. You know what? I would rather get stopped out and have FOMO then lose a bunch of money and be stressed out about it. All right. X, and then I want to look at XME really quick. This is the metals ETF, and I'll look at silver too. We got some tickers from Twitter we got to look at. XME, zoom in out a little bit more. Let me get rid of these indicators I got on here. Just price. Delete my drawings. Miles says X is just checking back in with the 50-day moving average. Gonna have to agree with that. We're seeing sector strength here. This is XME, the Spider Metals and Mining ETF. X is not a huge holding here. I don't think it's not even in the top 5. Nonetheless, this is a tailwind behind the ship, the good ship X. The good ship X. So I'm looking for a resolution of this double bottom here. We are at a very important point, which I think we can break out of. Depending on what happens with growth. I'm not sure if there's going to be another form of rotation where people are escaping from growth names and going back into value names, but that might just be the push that happens here. We shall see. That's a little bit above my pay grade, so I don't try to, pontificate too much on that because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But the reality is, this is a good old classic double bottom. And then if we go take a look at our levels here, let's go to this previous one. We can see that we've got a pretty nice target to hit to if we do break out. So that's XME looking like it might be big breakout potential for the metals and mining sector. So X options look pegged at 24. Yeah, I don't have my brokerage open here, so I can't look at the options. But I mean, X is. Let me delete all this stuff. I'm on the weekly, especially the daily. Just good stuff here. So we were when we were talking about X, like I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. Miles, one of the viewers, pointed out that these swing highs are usually like 40 to 50%. All right. And then we expected another swing high, or we expected / hoped for another swing high here. We didn't get it. We got a little sideways action. But this sets you up for a really good entry if you went to the previous swing high and then anchored the middle of your trend line on sort of the middle of this W, the pivot here. And that gave you a really good entry point, saying, hey, if this thing opens above this trend line, I'm looking at that as a reversal out of this little short-term corrective phase. And that sets you up real nice for about 9.9%, 10%. And then, as pointed out, we got the 50-day here. Look at how loftily this thing is running and jumping on the 50-day. It's like a gymnast. It's like a gymnast on the gym mat. Just touching it for a moment, then doing a few flips, and then touching the gym mat again. So we like it. Let's get some Fibonacci in here. I'm going to delete all my drawings. Fibonacci. Hey guys. Pro tip: when you're using TradingView, press Alt F to activate your Fibonacci. All right, so we've got our Fibonacci lines here, anchored at the previous high to the swing low and our double bottom pattern that we got here. And we can see that we're a little bit broken below the 50, but holding something. Let's see if that's the 20. I'm curious. I'm going to open up my Bollinger Band and see if that's... Nope, it's not the 21. Is it the 20? Nope. Let's open up our Fibonacci moving averages. Nope. What is this support? Let's draw a line and see. It's previous resistance. Let's go back in time. Yes, it has shown up. It has shown up in the past. The level that we're holding right now. Not actually exact. Not even exact. But about where the body got cut off here on Jan 12th of this year. And right about where resistance was on... I'm blocked out here. On the 23rd of this month. So 3 days ago, 3 trading sessions ago. So at any rate, we are looking for this bounce. Let me open up some pivot points on here. Nope, not that one. So this one, Let's delete everything. Delete all the drawings. Fibonacci gone. Let's get the pivot point set for Fibonacci and see if that changes anything. Lines up pretty damn well. Not getting the bounce point. So what these pivot points are telling you is that if you get a touch with a sign that is going the other way, you can look for a bounce off of 2344. This resistance line up here on our traditional pivot or Fibonacci pivot points is a point where if we extend it a long way and then touch it, you should expect a larger rebound back down. So that's a sign to go short. Depending on how you want to trade it. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia did, in fact, smash the like button. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. CLF. Let's look at CLF. Yeah, that's a big holding. So CLF is a steel stock, a big holding in XME. So this one would be one that's actually pushing that the price on XME, the metals and mining ETF. This tune is too loud? I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. I got 3 minutes left on the show. Deal with it. So I've got some notes on this. I don't even remember doing this. Let me delete all this. I'm deleting everything. Get rid of everything. Hiding everything. Get rid of it. And then what did you say about CLF? CLF, same pattern. CLF, not exactly the same. So you've got similar price movements here. Right, but it didn't have the full Monty. It didn't have this full like nice little. Actually, I'll be damned. Gosh darn it! Look at how cool that is. So I'm anchoring this at the swing high here when the uptrend turned into a downward trend, and then I'm anchoring the second one on the high of this wick on the 22nd of February, and then we're gonna hit this middle of this little W. That lines up with that gap, guys. I don't even know how I would have traded that because it gapped up, right? But after the gap, and if you saw continued, look at this volume. So I guess if it opened with that gap and you saw that it had high volume and it was still pushing, that would have been a good trade for the day. But isn't that cool how that lines up? Downtrend, sloping resistance turns into sloping support. All right. Guys, this show was a little bit wonky today. So here, let me do something. I like to do this. Toward the end. My computer will load. Weird show today. But you know what? I think Sylvia saved it. Thank you guys so much that are watching live right now for coming at the different time. I think we're going to try doing 1 p.m. For a while. We're going to see how it works out. Some new scheduling for all of our shows. But going after Jason Raznick, that's going to be a challenge. He doesn't like to stick to schedule, so we shall see. At any rate, big thank you to Sylvia Bellrock for giving us the wonderful technical analysis, as she always does. And thank you all for joining us for this very short Get Technical. As always, I'm your host, Neil Hamilton. With me, as always, has been producer AB. Happy trading, everyone.